So it's 2022 and I'm nearly ready to open up my eBay shop again. But before I do, I'm going to clear out some of the old stock I've got here and my death pile. And I'm going to take you through how I'm going to do it. Let's get on with it. Hey guys, Ian, the Master of Pieces here. I'm a part-time eBay reseller, and first of all, Happy New Year! It's 2022. I set the goals for this year in my last video, and I'm really looking forward to cracking on with my eBay store, turning it back on and getting those sales in and just chipping away at those targets. But before we do, since I've turned my shop off, it's given me a good chance to have a look around the garage and just have a reassess, and actually I've decided to get rid of a load of stock that I haven't even listed yet. Yep, I've been chipping away and tackling that death pile. And what kind of spurred this on as well is one of Ricky Lee's latest videos about clearing your headspace. And I find if I've got too much stuff in here that isn't listed, it does play on the back of my mind, because I've obviously invested in it, I've spent money on it, and if it's not on eBay, then it's not going to make me that money back and more. And actually I found when I did go through a lot of it isn't even worth putting on eBay. So what I thought I'd do this video is just show you how I've gone through sifting it all out and what I've done with it. And I've found there are a few reasons why certain stuff has ended up in a death pile rather than going straight up on eBay. So first up, I've just made mistakes. Hey look, let's all put our hands up. If any of you resellers out there, you are bound to have made mistakes as well. So there's certain stuff you have bought that just isn't worth very much money. It's not worth your time putting up. I've got a few examples around here as well. Hey look, this is a classic one here. Look, I've got a Lego set here, 100% complete, paid a couple of quid for it. It's only worth what, 2-3 quid. Not even worth listing. That'll be going down the charity shop. Stuff like this, Playmobil car, 80 pence. Yeah, I could keep it, maybe put it in a bundle, but it's not really going to sell for really that much. What's the point of keeping it? For 80 pence, I'm just going to put it straight back in the charity shop. Sealed DVDs, that's worth about £1. You know, an old book there, I paid 50 pence, it's maybe worth a couple of quid. Just, what is the point of keeping that stuff around? I will never ever list that. I just won't. So let's get it back in the charity shop. So that is just errors I have made. But I've also found I've bought broken items as well, or incomplete items. You know, I've got a little Polly Pocket set here. Doesn't have hardly any of the bits inside. Certainly doesn't have any of the characters. It's just not going to sell. So I'm just going to get, I'm going to get shot. I paid 2 quid for that as well. Shocker. I've actually put some clothes in the clothes bank because they had holes in it. I've bought clothes which have had holes in it. Some shoes I've bought have had literally the sole coming away. You know, that's stuff I've learned from, and I won't do it again. But what's the point of keeping it around here? I can't sell it, so that has gone. That is the first source of things to get rid of. Things that you've made errors on. And don't be afraid. Don't let your ego get in the way. If you've made errors, you made errors. Learn from it, get rid of it, and just move on. The second source of items that I've made into my death pile are from bundles that I've bought. And I've sold off all of the good bits of it, and I've bundled up the stuff that can be bundled and sold that off. But you're always left with certain items that either don't fit that criteria. They're not worth selling on their own. They're not worth bundling. But I've just kept them around here. I don't know why. Look, a good example here. I sold off loads of action figures, and I had a few left over. This is one from Captain Planet. These are only worth a couple of quid. Not really worth selling. I bought a big load of die-cast vehicles. I've sold those all off. I was left with this London 2012 bus worth what, 2 or 3 quid plus postage. It's not really, I could sell it, I could. It's not really worth it though. So yeah, that is kind of the second main reason for my death pile. It's just bundles building up. The third thing, right, is items you take a risk on. And we all take risks as resellers. If you're buying stuff secondhand, there's risks of things just not working or being incomplete. I've got board games that are incomplete. And I'll be honest with you, those ones I will not be getting rid of. Those ones I'll put up on a certain place in the racking, so when I come across that board game again, I can buy it and I can complete a set and sell it. But I've got a lot of electronics. I know a lot of you guys sell a lot of electronics. You know, I pick up these toot drivers. Quite often these are riddled with battery acid. I can repair most of them, but some are just gone and you just can't repair. These ones just need to be binned, really. You got to get rid of them. So, and these are just lingering around in like bags here. Why? Get rid of them. The other source of things, and I don't think it's really fair to put this in like the death pile, but it is in a pile of things that I do want to sell in the future, and that is trading cards and stickers. I have got thousands of these. Now the best ones I've sent off to PSA and SGC to get graded, and I will be selling them when the time's right. Certain ones of these I'm keeping and will sell raw. They're not in a good condition to grade, but they are rare enough and valuable enough to still hold value raw. But other ones like this is a bundle of 1995 Marvel cards. Individually, not worth selling off. As a bundle, because they're not the complete set, you're not really going to get much value. So with items like this, I'm actually going to become a member of the Majesty Grading Service, MGC Grading. It's a UK-based company. It's quite cheap to send it off, and it doesn't add as much value as if these were graded by SGC or PSA. But these lower end cards would never really have that much value anyway. In my mind, if I can get them graded by a UK company, get them back cheaply, as long as the cost of the graded card will sell more than the raw price plus the grading, it's worth my time. So I'm looking forward to seeing how MGC grading goes, and I will keep you posted with those. I'm going to be sending off Marvel cards, football cards, stickers, maybe some Pokemon stuff, and yeah, that is going to be a reoccurring theme this year. But guys, let's not beat around the bush. The main reason that I'm building up a death pile is because rather than actually going into my death pile and listing things, I'm going out and just sourcing more stuff. And whenever you say it like that, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? If you've got, say, 20 bags of stuff here, or stuff that you could be listing, you still go out to the charity shop, you still go to the boot sale, and you still go and buy 2 or 3 more bags. So now actually you've got 23, you've got more stock to list. So what I will be doing, and what I have been doing now, is not actually go into the charity shop. I've been using that time instead to list. And don't get me wrong, I do still go to the charity shop now and then, but whenever you put it into context, why do we keep overstocking? Why? When you've got lots of stock at your disposal here that you could be selling. Now look, going out and sourcing is the fun part of it, we all know that, but it doesn't take much to actually, once you get into the rhythm, to sell some stuff. And I know there's always the risk that if you don't go to the boot sale this week, that is going to be the boot sale where that priceless Fabergé egg is selling for like £1. But the thing is, if you don't go to that boot sale, you won't know that you've missed it, will you? So it actually doesn't really matter if you don't go. That actually is one of the things that I'm really going to hit home this year. Don't overstock, just deal with the stock you've got. Get it lit. I just want to jump in here and clarify something. When I say I want to run my death pile right down before I go out and source again, what I mean there is I want to bring my death pile down to a suitable level, because I think it is important to have some stock in reserve. Stock you can dip into in case you are running a bit low. It's a sensible thing to do. And for me, I want to keep a week's worth of stock here in the garage. Now, I only list 5 or 6 items a day, so what's that? 35 to 50 items. That is a nice, comfortable safety net in case, for whatever reason, the charity shops are closed or the boot sale's just not like productive. I'm not particularly hammering Marketplace hard or Gumtree hard. I'm not really sourcing off of eBay. So, even if the charity shops aren't being productive or fruitful, and nor is the boot sale, it gives me a bit in reserve that I can then look for alternative ways of bringing stock in. Now, I'd be interested to know what you guys think is a suitable buffer for your business. How much stock do you want to have comfortably in reserve? Let me know in the comments below. When I have been going through my death pile, I have listed up some quite decent stuff. First up, I've got this Bing Bong plush. He's from Inside Out. Smells really, really nice as well. It smells of candy floss. That's probably going to go for about £15 to £20 plus postage. That's just been laid in a bag down here. 15 to 20 quid. Some lower priced items, SpongeBob SquarePants PS2 game. That's 5, 6, 7 quid game. nice Codex Warhammer book. That's about a £15 book plus postage. And I found this little beauty. Look, The Electronic Detective. That is cool. 100% complete. I paid £3. That's worth about 30 quid plus postage. So actually, you might actually find that you've got some treasure in your death pile that you've long forgotten about. So guys, I am about to turn on my eBay store. I will do that after I publish this video. So once I do that, I will hopefully come back to you with a few more sales videos. And once I've gone through this death pile, listed all that up, I will hopefully be bringing you some more pickup videos. So guys, if you do enjoy the eBay reselling videos, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.